Clean aisles, friendly staff, and national brands. Lowe's is designed to feel like the safe place for a major purchase, especially if you are a senior navigating fixed budgets and the pressure to get it right the first time. But what most do not realize is how fast that sense of security can unravel with hidden costs, look-alike appliances that have surprising differences, one-way installation traps, and add-on charges that quietly push your bill hundreds of dollars higher. Seniors are being outmaneuvered, often without a clue, by a system built for speed and profit, not protection. The real danger is not obvious, and it leads to the most expensive mistake many will ever make. Stay with me, because understanding how this happens could protect you or someone you love from financial harm that is almost impossible to undo. For many older Americans, every dollar is accounted for before it is spent. The average retiree in the United States lives on a monthly income of $1,900 from Social Security, and a quarter rely on nothing else. After housing, utilities, food, and medication, what is left is often less than $400 a month, money that must cover emergencies, repairs, and any big purchases. When an appliance breaks or a home upgrade becomes unavoidable, the pressure to make the right choice is immediate and intense. There is little room for error and almost no margin for surprise costs. Most seniors do not shop for new appliances or home improvements often. The last time might have been 10 or 15 years ago when prices were lower and salespeople spent more time explaining options. Today, the store feels overwhelming. Rows of refrigerators, washers, and stoves stretch out under fluorescent lights, each with a price tag that often matches or exceeds a full month's income. The numbers alone can make the process feel daunting, and the stakes are higher for those on a fixed income. A mistake here is not just inconvenient, it can mean giving up something else later in the month. That is where trust comes in. Seniors, more than any other group, tend to rely on the advice of in-store staff. A friendly recommendation or a nod of reassurance can tip the scales when the choices are confusing or the features are unfamiliar. Many believe that the person in the blue vest is there to protect their interests, not just close a sale. This trust is reinforced by the store's polished environment and the reputation of national brands displayed on every aisle. But this reliance on guidance has a hidden cost. When a salesperson says, "This is our best value," or "This model is perfect for your needs," it is easy to accept the quote at face value, especially when the budget is tight and the fear of making a costly mistake is real. Few question whether the price shown is the whole price or if the model recommended is the one that will last. The need for reassurance combined with the reality of limited funds can make it difficult to walk away, even when something does not feel quite right. For seniors, the decision to trust the process is often made out of necessity, not just confidence. This is how so many find themselves committed to a purchase before all the details are clear. The initial quote feels manageable, and the relief of checking a big task off the list outweighs the urge to dig deeper. But as the next steps unfold, the true cost of relying on advice and the vulnerability of a fixed income becomes clear. A major purchase at Lowe's rarely ends with a simple swipe of a card. For seniors, the commitment deepens the moment delivery or installation is scheduled. Once a date is set, the sense of relief is real. No more worrying about a broken fridge or a washer that stopped working. But that sense of progress can quickly turn into a trap. Canceling or changing an installation often means calling back, waiting on hold, and negotiating with third-party installers who control their own calendars. If a problem comes up, a sudden illness, a grandchild's visit, or second thoughts about the price, reversing the process is anything but easy. Many seniors find that rescheduling can push delivery back by days or even weeks, leaving them without essentials. The pressure to stick with the original plan grows with every step. Delivery windows are often broad, requiring someone to be home for 4 or even 8 hours. If stairs, narrow hallways, or old hookups complicate things, installers may announce new surprise fees on arrival: $50 for a flight of stairs, $30 for a special connector, $100 for haul away. These charges are not always mentioned at the register, and by the time they appear, the appliance is already halfway through the door. Walking away now means starting over, waiting for refunds, and risking restocking fees that can run $50 to $200 on major appliances. Physical limitations make these logistics even more daunting. For someone with limited mobility, the thought of carrying a heavy box, arranging help, or driving to another store is not just inconvenient, it is often impossible. The result is a kind of purchase inertia. Once the wheels are in motion, every new obstacle makes it harder to back out. Seniors who depend on others for rides or help around the house may feel stuck, even when the costs begin to climb. Emotional investment plays a role too. After researching, comparing, and finally making a decision, few want to admit it might have been the wrong choice. The idea of starting over, facing another round of sales pitches and paperwork, is exhausting. For many, it is easier to accept extra charges than to reverse course. This is how a simple plan to replace an old appliance can quietly snowball into hundreds of dollars in unexpected costs, all before the product is even plugged in. Hidden fees and logistical hurdles do not just threaten the wallet. They test patience, independence, and peace of mind. Behind every appliance on the sales floor, a small tag holds a detail most shoppers overlook: the model number. For major brands at Lowe's, this number often ends with a suffix, sometimes as simple as LW or SB, that quietly sets these units apart from what is sold elsewhere. The difference is not always obvious from the outside. A refrigerator might look identical to the one featured in glowing online reviews, but internal parts, insulation, or even the compressor can be altered to meet the price points and supply needs of a big box retailer. Technicians who service these machines know the drill. During a repair, the first step is to check the tag, usually hidden inside the door or along the back panel. That suffix can mean a different part number for key components, making repairs more complicated or, in some cases, more expensive. Even a slight change, like thinner insulation or a basic compressor, can affect how long the appliance lasts or how much energy it uses. Retail-exclusive models are rarely reviewed by independent testers. Consumer Reports and other sites typically test the base model, not the store-specific variant. This gap in information leaves buyers, especially those relying on a single big purchase, at risk of getting a product that does not match the performance or longevity they expect. A technician might point out that a GE refrigerator with a suffix LW uses a different compressor than the standard model, or that a special bywasher skips features that improve reliability. The only way to know for sure is to check the full model number on the actual unit, then cross-reference it with the manufacturer's website or independent reviews. For seniors, this step is more than a precaution, it is protection. Verifying the exact tag before purchase is the best defense against paying full price for a product that may not deliver what is promised. It is a small action that can prevent years of frustration and unexpected costs. George kept every receipt. When his refrigerator stopped working, he walked into Lowe's with a clear budget, $900 including tax, for a basic replacement. The advertised price on the floor was $799. But when the final invoice arrived, the total was $1,280. The difference was not a nicer model or an unexpected upgrade. It was a line-by-line parade of add-ons. $79 for delivery, $149 for installation, $39 for a water line, $29 for a power cord, $50 for haul away, and $60 for a single flight of stairs. Each fee was explained as standard, required, or for your safety. George's story is not unusual. For seniors living in older homes, stair fees and special connectors are almost guaranteed. Delivery, once included with big-ticket purchases, is now a separate charge. Haul away of the old appliance, once complimentary, is another. Even the power cord, a part most people assume comes in the box, must be purchased new or the installer will not proceed. These costs are rarely mentioned until the transaction is nearly complete. By then, the appliance is scheduled, the old one is unplugged, and the pressure to move forward is overwhelming. The numbers add up fast. George's refrigerator costs 60% more than the sticker price. For someone on a fixed income, that is the difference between a manageable expense and a financial setback. The advertised price becomes a starting point, not a promise. Seniors often feel trapped. Walking away means starting over, facing restocking fees, and living without essentials for days. Every extra charge is a reminder that the real price of convenience is paid in small, relentless increments. For many, the final bill is a shock, not a choice. Labels like contractor grade or pro value are meant to inspire confidence. They suggest sturdier construction and longer life. In reality, these terms often mean something else entirely, describing products built to meet minimum requirements for quick installation or builder rebates, not the highest standards for durability or comfort. For seniors, the difference can become painfully clear long after the installer leaves. Marta, a retired school librarian, thought she was buying peace and quiet when she chose a dishwasher labeled contractor grade. The salesperson assured her it was reliable and well suited to her needs. But within days, the kitchen filled with a steady roar every time the machine ran. The sound measured 68 decibels, nearly 20 decibels louder than the model she had seen in Consumer Reports. For Marta, who lived alone and cherished quiet evenings, the noise made it impossible to relax or hear the television. The promise of contractor grade had masked a reality of sensory strain. Her new refrigerator brought its own challenges. The sleek modern design required frequent attention to prevent mold and odors. Marta followed the care instructions, wiping the rubber gasket dry after each use, propping the door open for airflow, and cleaning the drip tray every week. Even so, a faint musty smell returned, and she worried about missing a step. For someone on a fixed income, the burden was not just financial, it was the daily stress of maintenance and uncertainty. When the refrigerator control board failed, repairs meant waiting nearly 2 weeks for a part that only fit the Lowe's exclusive model. In that time, Marta lost over $200 in spoiled food. The convenience she had hoped for turned into a string of small frustrations and unexpected costs, each a reminder that contractor grade does not always mean built to last. For many seniors, these non-financial burdens, noise, upkeep, and downtime eventually become financial ones, driving them to buy extended protection plans out of worry rather than true need. Fine print and contract language can turn a simple purchase into a maze of exclusions and hidden penalties. Protection plans, often sold as a safety net, are governed by documents that most buyers never see until it is too late. These agreements routinely exclude pre-existing conditions, cosmetic damage, improper installation, and even certain types of wear and tear. If a refrigerator stops working because of a faulty installation or a washer leaks due to an unapproved part, the claim can be denied outright. Coverage usually begins only after the manufacturer warranty ends, leaving a gap that surprises many who thought they were protected from day one. Denied claims are not rare. Common reasons include missing documentation, non-Lowe's repairs, or vague clauses such as customer-induced damage. In practice, a plan sold as peace of mind may not cover the most likely problems. When a claim is denied, seniors are left with the full repair bill, sometimes hundreds of dollars, despite having paid for extra protection. Financing brings its own set of risks. Lowe's Advantage Card offers deferred interest promotions that sound appealing, no interest if paid in full within 12 months or 18 months. But the math behind these offers is unforgiving. If any balance remains, even a few dollars, when the promotional period ends, interest is charged on the entire original amount, backdated to the purchase date. With an annual percentage rate of 24.99% or higher, a $1,500 appliance with $50 unpaid can trigger a $450 interest charge due immediately. For someone on a fixed income, this sudden debt can be catastrophic. Plan brochures and credit agreements spell out these terms in dense technical language. Salespeople pressed for time or quotas may gloss over exclusions or the consequences of missing a payment. The result is a system where a single overlooked detail, a missing receipt, a late payment, or an assumption based on a friendly promise can erase months of careful budgeting. The real risk is not just what is written in the contract, but what is left unsaid in the moment when the decision is made. Evelyn's story begins with a handshake and a promise. She visited Lowe's after her washing machine flooded the basement. She was worried about the cost, but reassured by a salesperson who said installation and hoses were included, no extra fees. The receipt, dated March 18th, showed a total of $749 for a washer and standard install. When the delivery crew arrived, they found the existing drain line did not match the new unit. The installer insisted on a $220 drain modification payable on the spot, or the washer would be left in the driveway. Evelyn, 73, paid by check, trusting the earlier promise that all was covered. She kept the installer's handwritten note and the original quote. A month later, the washer began leaking. Evelyn filed a claim under her Lowe's protection plan, only to receive a denial letter dated April 21st. The denial cited improper installation and non-standard modifications not covered under the plan terms. The exclusion was buried in the policy, one Evelyn never received in writing, only summarized at the register. She called the store, referenced the salesperson's promise, and presented both receipts. The manager replied by email, referencing policy and declining reimbursement for the drain work and for the denied claim. That email, timestamped at 4:37 p.m., sits in her folder beside the denial letter. Her total loss was $600 between the extra drain fee, a service call, and spoiled laundry. Evelyn's attorney reviewed her documents and pointed to state consumer protection law, specifically the Unfair and Deceptive Acts or Practices statute. That law can require that verbal representations modifying a contract be honored if proven. But without a recording or written confirmation, Evelyn's word was not enough. The attorney's outreach to Lowe's legal department produced no response. In the end, her case never reached small claims court. The paper trail, receipts, emails, the denial, and the unanswered letter remain intact, a record of trust misplaced and remedies denied. The evidence is clear. A verbal promise broken by fine print left no avenue for recovery. For seniors like Evelyn, the cost is not just dollars, but confidence lost in a system built on paperwork and policy, not personal assurance. Today, every major purchase is a contract. It is written in fine print, not in friendly words. As retailers refine profit strategies, seniors face the highest risk when trust replaces scrutiny. The reality is this: consumer protections exist only if you insist on them in writing every time. In this landscape, vigilance is not paranoia, it is self-defense. Share this with someone who needs it.